we have UFC Fight Night Vegas 109. Roman Dolidze versus Fluffy Hernandez. I was struggling to make this video. I was like, do I make this video? Do I not have to make the video, man? This card is cheeks, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This card is ass. This card is trash. But I'm still gonna break down this card for y'all. If y'all tuned in last week, we absolutely cooked on that card. Of course we did. If you checked out our best bets video, pretty sure only missed on one bet. Nathan Fletcher got knocked out, surprisingly. A lot of people were getting finished by the liver. A lot of liver shots last card. But Roman Dolidze versus Fluffy Hernandez. We're going to break this down from the early prelims, ending with the main event, of course. And we have a last-minute addition. Cody Brundage versus Eric McConico. And I'm going to go, Brundage, bro. I feel like a lot of people can't argue that Mansoor thing was a BS KO. I think they actually returned, made it a tie. I'm not too sure about that. Don't quote me on that. But I like Cody Brundage in this fight. I feel like it might be a little too much for Eric. And yeah, it's really too. I don't know why they. First of all, I don't know why this is the first fight of the night. Shouldn't Brundage be above all these people in these early prelims, bro? At least have him on the main card. I don't know, bro. I don't make this up. You know what I'm saying? I don't make the fucking rules, right? But give me Brundage. Moving on up the card, we have Gabriela Fernandez versus. Holy shit. Dolidze. Alright, boys. Anyway, give me Fernandez, bro. Give me Fernandez by finish. She actually submitted Wayne Kong, and not by a takedown. She knocked her ass down. She knocked Wayne Kong down, a striker who beat Valentina Shevchenko in a kickboxing match. She knocked her down, submitted her on the ground. Gabriela Fernandez, good contender in the women's flyweight division, and I think she's absolutely going to put on a masterclass on Dolidze. And I think that's really it. I think she's like a minus 400 as well. I agree with it. Moving on up the card, we have Euros Medic versus Gilbert Urbina. Euros Medic finally woke up after getting knocked out by, I forgot bro's name, but he got knocked out in the first round. Yo, I appreciate you, bro, for waking up. Yeah. With that being said, he sold my parlay, guys. Sorry, I'm feeling type of way, but. That being said, I am going Euros Medic to get it done. I feel like Medic is the overall better fight. He's fought the better comp. Urbina's kind of on a skid. He doesn't really have a chin. The only thing that worries me is Urbina can get takedowns. Euros Medic's takedowns they're okay. His takedown defense is alright. So we'll just have to see how he deals with that. Urbina will also have the reach advantage. So we'll have to see. But I think Medic can get it done. And I think he should get it done by knockout. But like I said, you just never know. And especially he's coming off a bad KO. Maybe Urbina gets the takedowns and actually wins. But he's a heavy favorite, and I'm pretty high on Euros Medic. But I'd be very wary of him. Moving on up the card, we have Jocelyn Edwards versus Priscilla Cachoeira. Going Jocelyn Edwards again. Like I kind of said with Fernandez, I just feel like the finishing potential is on Edwards' side. And I think she was like a minus 200 dog last time I checked. She should be a minus 400, honestly. There's a lot of minus 400s on this card. She should have been one of them. Could have been one of them. Priscilla's decent, but I feel like Edwards is better. And yeah, man, I just want to move on up the card. I'm breezing by these boys, you know what I'm saying? Make this quick. We have Elijah Smith, prospect Elijah Smith versus Toshiomi Kazama. I'm going Elijah Smith. Decent prospect. He did do good against Morales. At certain points, Morales did have him, but Morales also has way more UFC experience than Elijah Smith, man. Way more UFC experience than Elijah Smith, and Elijah Smith was able to get it done, So he's pretty untested as a prospect. Like he has a good in certain fights. I think he should win this with ease. To be honest, he mixes up the grappling really well. He's not just a striker. He's pretty well-rounded, but he does like to grapple for sure. And Toshiomi Kazama. I think I seen him get I think it was a triangle W versus like some very springy guy. I think it was in the Apex as well. I can't remember. But Elijah Smith, I think he's just the overall better fighter. Bigger for the division. 5'9" at bantamweight. Pretty devious. And yeah, I just like the grappling. He mixes up pretty well. Moving on up the card, we have Julius Walker versus Rafael Sequeira. Bro, I'm going Julius Walker, man. I'm going Julius Walker. Rafael has been knocked out in the first round in back-to-back fights. His second fight got slept so badly. It was one of those where, like, your chin's never going to be the same. He got dropped standing, and he fell to his knees, and he just sat down, like, knocked out, unconscious. Julius Walker going to split decisions with Alonzo Mainfield. I mean, bro. And I remember watching that. I was like, this guy's okay. This is like kind of like Battle of the Blobs, bro. And I feel like Rafael has a chance to win this. But I can't pick him because he hasn't even showed his true capabilities. It kind of just shows if you throw him some forward pressure at bro, you're going to be able to get the KO. So with that being said, give me Julius Walker to get it done. He also can mix up the grappling as well. Moving on with the card, we have Eric Anders versus Christian Leroy Duncan. I had Christian Leroy Duncan in the safe bet. If you guys are unfamiliar with the safe bet, you guys haven't been here, man, go and tune in to the safe bet. Link in the description. Winnable. The safe bet is pretty much our lock of the card. We add two. Usually it's like a 2-leg, sometimes straight up KO decision. Yeah, we always usually add a nice little 2-leg, and that hit I think 80% of the time, 85% of the time, starting since we started the channel. So it's just like if I show you guys that, I'm gonna show you guys it for the best bets video. Stay tuned for that. It'll drop in 2 more days. But if you're enjoying the video, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get back into this. We have Eric Anders versus Christian Leroy Duncan. Christian Leroy Duncan, honestly, is kind of overrated, bro. I'm gonna say the truth, and I wouldn't be surprised if Anders comes out and fraud checks this guy. I would stay away from this. Like, if you want to bet this fight, you know, I'm picking Christian Leroy Duncan. Not that confident in him. Anders, a vet. He knocked out Chris Weidman. I remember watching that fight. It was a good knockout. Christian Leroy Duncan should get the win, right? But he's kind of like, he was getting a lot of knockouts. Then he started taking guys to decisions. I just feel a little more confident in Anders, like finishing potential wise. But I mean, Leroy can get it done. He will be the pick. But he's like a -600, 700. I don't know about all that, man. Moving on to the card, we have Miles Johns versus Gene Matsumoto. Give me Gene Matsumoto going to split decision, I think it was, against Rob Font. And I think he was actually doing really good in that fight. Rob Font is a vet. He also fraud checked Kyler Phillips. Gene Matsumoto, grappler, really good BJJ. Can't get the takedowns, has decent striking on the feet. He was just getting pieced up by, like I said, a vet and Rob Font. Miles Johns, yeah, bro. This guy's probably going to get packed up. And yeah, man. Miles Johns, he's okay. He's also a grappler as well. But, like, when it comes to, like, these prospects that are really good grapplers, like Felipe Lima, G Matsumoto, he just ends up getting fraud checked. So we'll just have to see what Miles Johns looks like in the cage, to be honest. But I like how G Matsumoto looked in his last fight, so I'm going him. We have Andre Philly versus Christian Rodriguez. Now everybody's like, Christian Rodriguez is gonna win this. Easy fight, bro. Christian Rodriguez has never won a fight he's supposed to win, bro. So people who are saying that are just chatting. I think Andre Philly, like I said, I think he has a strong chance to win this. Am I gonna go Andre Philly? No. I'm going Christian Rodriguez. But it's just another one of those fights that it just, you know that feeling when you're like, I can't bet this fight. For me, it's one of these. It's like Christian Rodriguez can get it done. I was so tempted to throw him in the safe bet. I'm like, he's a lock. I'm like, nah, man. Like, they're kind of like they're like kind of like mirrors of each other. Andre Philly, sometimes in some fights, he looks real good. And then he looks like shit in his last fight. Like, he gave up against Costa. He just showed up for a paycheck, got put in the easiest guillotine of his life. And then Christian Rodriguez now, like, shows up sometimes he looks like a a champ whenever he versus a prospect, right? Fucking destroyed Austin Bashi, but when he versus Mel Costa, gets exposed, right? So I'm going Christian Rodriguez. Moving on up the card, we have Isman Lucindo versus Angela Hill. This is my one real dog pick. I'm going Angela Hill. I think Angela Hill can get it done. She just went to a pitter-pat decision with Souza. And I feel like going to a pitter-pat decision with Souza is very, very impressive. Souza's a good fighter. She just lost her last fight, but she lost her grappler, you know. But Angela Hill was an underdog in that fight, I believe. And she looked really good, man. She looked really good. She's one of those. She kind of reminds me of Jared Cannonier. She's like the Jared Cannonier for the women's division. She's just old, but doesn't fight like she's old. She's pretty tricky. Lucindo, just coming off the most boring fight of all time. I forgot what card that was. Maybe I think it was 316, 314. Yeah, man. Bro, are we even at 314? Yeah, I think 314. But yeah, man, that fight was boring as hell. And yeah, she lost. She was also a favorite in that fight, I believe, but she lost. Give me Angela Hill. She can't make it close. Has good striking. She's just well-rounded, man. Moving on up the card, we have Steve Erceg versus Ode Osbourne, bro. If Steve Erceg doesn't masterclass Ode Osbourne, I don't know anymore, bro. I genuinely don't know, bro. If Steve Erceg loses, he's getting put on the ban, bro. Comment down below if you want me to drop the ban list. I'll drop that shit fighters to stay away from. But yeah, a lot of people got put on the ban list recently, especially. But Ode Osbourne, he's tricky on the feet, man. Like he's pretty 50-50 in the UFC, but he's tricky on the feet. He has the reach. He has crazy reach, honestly, but he's tricky on the feet. He's very explosive, but if you take him down, he's shown to just fade when he gets taken down, man. If Steve Erceg sticks to that grappling, if you don't know, Steve Erceg has grappling in his back pocket. He used to be a wrestling champ. If Steve Erceg just brings some of that wrestling back, if he just mixes it up and stops trying to box these people, obviously hasn't worked, but I understand. He lost to 3 former title contenders / former champs, besides Kai Kara France. He just needs to lock in, bro, because he can get chinned. He has got chinned. Obviously, Kai Kara France on a different level than Ode Osbourne. But, he just needs to mix it up, man. If Ode Osbourne has that big hole in his game, take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? That being said, Steve Erceg probably finishes Ode Osbourne, bro. Moving on up the card, Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. Everybody is, for some reason, so high on Roman Dolidze. I don't get it. This is... When I looked at this card, I looked at this fight, and I'm like, oh, yeah, Anthony Hernandez. Have you guys never watched a Fluffy fight, bro? This guy is annoying to deal with, bro. Annoying to deal with on the ground. Annoying. He's like a wet blanket. He's on your back. You try to post up. He takes your arm away. And now you're flattened out. Ground and pounding you. It's like third round. Now you're gassed. He's just finishing you. Second round. It's like he weaponizes his cardio. I think he holds the record for most takedowns in the middleweight division history. His striking's okay. I think that's where Roman Dolidze can find some success in the striking. Roman Dolidze does have decent grappling, but Roman Dolidze kind of fades after the second round. I'm guaranteed halfway through the third, if this even makes it that far, he's going to be gassed. And Fluffy's going to just pick up the pace. He's going to pick up the pace. And he has really good takedown entries, really good control time. I'm just going Fluffy Hernandez, bro. So, like I said, Roman Dolidze, he's a grappler. He has the striking. He's a blockhead. It's hard to finish, right? But I think it's going to be real easy to finish. It's going to be real easy for Fluffy Hernandez to get a finish when you're on your back and you can't move. Doesn't matter how much of a chin you have. It's going to be a TKO, bro. So I'm going Anthony Hernandez to get it done. I wouldn't bet to get a finish. I think that's a little risky. Roman Dolidze is a pretty durable guy. But I think Fluffy Hernandez just has to watch out for some of the sub attempts. And I think he can. He was taking Brendan Allen down. Kind of smothered him as well. And yeah, man. I just think Fluffy's going to win this, bro. I think it's a pretty straightforward pick. But a lot of people on the Roman side. So, I respect the pick, but I like my pick. Like, comment, subscribe. That is the full card predicts. And I'm out.